Hello and welcome to KJ's Kitchen. I'm KJ. I am 13 years a master fitness trainer, a fitness nutrition specialist, and most important in my books, I'm a happy mom serving up healthy meals from my kitchen to yours every Wednesday at 12 o'clock Eastern here on Facebook Live. So, I don't know if you've been as blessed as much as me and my family when it comes to the harvest. So I was in Michigan last week and my mom sent me home with so much produce. And now I'm talking organic soil, organic seed. My mom does it right when it comes to gardening. And we've been blessed to have so many different varieties of vegetables coming our way, and we're working our way through them because they're best when eaten fresh, correct? So I still have some leftover cucumbers and tomatoes, and that brought me the idea of today's segment. If you have never been so fortunate to go to Greece, I did go back in 2002. Wow, that's a long time ago. So I would love to return. But something I loved when I was on the Greek island of Zakynthos, or Zanti town, whatever you would like to call it, was eating lunch every single day. I would go to a cafe and I'd sit on the ocean and I would have a Greek salad. And which was amazing to me because it was so not the Greek salad I had learned as an American girl here in the States, where we do it all wrong. So I want to teach you the authentic Greek salad today. And hopefully if you've been getting either from your container garden, if you live in small areas or a small yard like mine, or if you are blessed to have a mom or you have a big garden like my mom, you've got a lot of cucumbers coming in right now, a lot of tomatoes, and I'm going to show you how to put those to use in one of the most incredible, easy, and delicious side dishes, or if you are anything like me, you can just eat it as the main dish, as I did in Greece, and as you might discover you enjoy just as much, to just let that be the star of your dish. So let's talk first. A lot of people don't like salads because they're doing it wrong. They're using iceberg or romaine and being like, ugh, salads aren't enjoyable. Well, if that's the base of your salad, I would agree. So what the Greek do is they don't use any lettuce or any mixed greens or anything in their Greek salad. It is going to be large chunks of all the good stuff. So if you're not familiar with what a Greek salad is, the good stuff that usually is topped on a giant bowl of lettuce in America is cucumber, tomato, green pepper. Of course, you can use variety if you'd like a sweeter pepper. Black olive, they're not the black olives we put on pizza, it's Kalamata olives. The Greek olives, they have that zest and zing, and feta cheese. So let's get to work. I'm gonna show you my awesome harvest. So a traditional Greek salad, you would use an English cucumber or a couple Persians for size and less seeds. But I got some awesome from the garden cucumbers from my mom, so you're gonna use what you got, right? It's still gonna taste great. And I've got an amazing, if I can say it right, my brother, I got this from his garden in Michigan, a purple Cherokee beefsteak tomato. And I got a couple Romas from my mom. So I'm gonna do a little blend of tomatoes. If you are going to be entertaining a large party and you find that a lot of people who are eating this don't really love big tomatoes, you can go for cherry tomatoes. It's just not going to be as authentic, but I have done that when I'm bringing a Greek salad to a family gathering or a picnic. It also will help you not have as much liquid in the salad in case there's a lot left over, you're making a large portion. Those cherry tomatoes intact don't leave as much juice behind, right, for conserving. And we're going to go with red onion. And green pepper is the authentic way, but like I said, you could be choosing red, yellow, or orange if you want to switch it up, if you're just really adverse to green. We're gonna go authentic today, and you can take your liberties as you choose when you get going. So let's start with the tomato. It is the highlight of the dish, not the cucumber. And this little guy is half green, so I'm just gonna eliminate him, the top half. And look how beautiful. My brother's like, hey, it's purple. It's like heirloom style, right? For any of you who know that heirloom tomatoes are all like mixed between green and red, kind of oddly looking. So if you have vine tomatoes, those are perfect size, like the nice little like medium sized. But the key to this is wedging your tomato. So I'm just gonna take them in like wedges. This salad not only is delicious, it is beautiful because the vegetables are so chunky and beautiful. So you see this slice I'm making? It's like a wedge. That's my piece of tomato going in this salad. And I'm gonna bring all those in here. So you will do a knife and fork when eating this. This isn't just a chop salad that you're gonna be just using your fork with. So you're gonna be doing two hands with this salad when consuming. Here we go. We might take them down one notch. That was really tall. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm just cutting these into big chunky wedges. Oh, they smell so good. Nothing beats a fresh tomato, right? In the comment field, tell me how you like your tomatoes. Are you the type of person who can just eat them, salt them and eat them like an apple? Or are you the type of person who has to cook them down? How do you tomato? I'd like to know. So go ahead and drop some comments in the comment field if you're watching now. Tell me your favorite way of consuming the tomato. These Romas are gonna pair up with those beautiful purple Cherokees there. And I'm just giving them nice big square chunks. So a little smaller than the other, but just as delicious. They smell amazing. And this is the end of both my tomatoes and cucumbers from Mom and Brother. Thank you guys for sharing your harvest. I absolutely love it. Next, we're gonna move into the cucumber. Now, here's my opinion on the cucumbers. If you've got little people in your house, and you're sharing this salad, even if they're picking and choosing the things they love, you might want to take the peeling off. I think it's really pretty. It adds to the beauty of the salad when there's some peels. So what I'm going to do is alternate my peel, give it a little striped effect. So part peel, part shaven, right? And that's just going to give it still a little bit of pretty color and texture, cutting off the ends. So it's kind of striped. Right? You see that? And I'm gonna do that with both these guys. Now, if you are buying cucumbers and tomatoes for this, you might wanna buy like 4 medium-sized on the vine tomatoes, and you might want really 1 long English cucumber, or if you have the little Persians available, you might do 2 or 3 little Persians, depending on their size. And we're gonna talk about chunky. This is not cucumber slices or cucumber dices, the way the American style is. We are gonna do chunky versions of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them into quarters. So I've got them quartered, like dill slices, right? But when I cut them across, I'm going about 1 inch thick. They're gonna kind of be sizable to match the tomatoes. So do you see this? Big chunky cucumbers. I promise once you get eating this thing, you're not going to be sad that you've got all these giant pieces of vegetable. Because this is the star. The star of this salad is the good stuff. There's no lettuce getting in the way. We're not filling our stomachs with roughage or 0-calorie crap that offers us no nutrients like romaine or iceberg, right? Let's move now to the pepper. This is going to be a different way of cutting. I don't typically cut my peppers that style either, but I'm going to go for the round. So I'm going horizontal. I just cut this puppy open. I don't know if you trim off yours like that. I cut around, and that helps me de-seed him rather easily. And now we are seed-free. 2 rounds. I'm going to chop them like this, horizontally. So it has that pretty flower shape. Just like this. You see this? We're gonna keep them just like this. We're keeping this big and bulky. So you take this. Now, you know your family more than me, or the party you're entertaining more than me. So if you find that chopping any of this smaller and creating more of a chopped version of this, hey, awesome. I'm just showing you the authentic way. And then you can take the variety upon yourself. These are rather long, so I am cutting them in half. So they end up being half of the moon. It's a quarter. And same with these. Just gonna give it 1 little chop in the middle. Done. piling them up, guys. That's it. Last but not least for the vegetables is the red onion. Red onion is the authentic way. A lot of times when I'm making this, especially for a large group or gathering, I use shallot. So it looks like a little mini onion if you're not using shallots, and when you cut it open, it has a red tint. It somewhat looks like a small version of a red onion shaped like a garlic. I say all that right. It's less aggressive on aroma and flavor, leaving less, stink in the mouth. So for any of you who have a lot of kissing to do, you might want to reach for a shallot more than a red onion. Of course, if the person you're kissing is joining you on this amazing Greek salad, then eat up, right? Here we go. I am thin slicing the onion. So here's your option of how much onion you'd like to add. Me personally, because this is a rather large onion, I'm going half. If you have a very small one, go for small. Super thin slice. The only vegetable in this that is thin and little is the pieces of onion. You don't want to do giant bulky pieces of onion. It will take away from the rest of the salad. And similarly, I'm just doing a center slice down the middle. So there was my guy. I thin sliced him, see it, and cut him in half. So boom, dropping the onion in. You will choose how you want an onion, right? Next, we're gonna go for olives, and I mentioned kalamata. These particular ones from Trader Joe's actually come in an olive oil, but you can get them just in their regular vinegar or whatever the base that they're putting the olives in. Usually it's a vinegar base. So these are in olive oil, so I'm gonna scoop them. Actually, I'm like, where's my scooper? Don't go anywhere, I need a scooper. Here we go. My scooper is a spoon. How about you? So we're looking for about a half cup, a half cup or so of olives. So if you have a little spoon like mine, you're taking nice big 4 and 5 olives at a time. Maybe scoop them out like this. Now the olives are a little salty on their own, right? So yeah, about a half cup of olives. And the cheese we're using, feta, is also salty. So I'm gonna be adding a touch of salt to this, and you're gonna use sea salt. I prefer pink Himalayan, but being that the olives are salty, being that the feta is already salty, you may wanna just pinch it on or leave it on the side for your guests or family to add themselves. So I am just gonna dab a little because I think salt really brings forward the beautiful taste of all these vegetables. Just gonna go ahead and use my little pink salt grinder. And I didn't even do an equivalent of a half teaspoon on there. And then the dressing for this salad. There is no such thing as Greek dressing in Greece. So I don't know where that all come from. But the highlight of the entire salad is the olive oil you put on top. That's it. You could choose to do a red wine vinegar on the side for those who are eating it. If they want to splash a little red wine vinegar on there, very cool. But when I was in Greece, it was served up with the olive oil and some salt and pepper at the table, and you go for it yourself at your liking. So me personally, if I'm serving this at dinner, I'm gonna give the olive oil to the salad and toss it around. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna top it to make it not only presentable and exciting, so it's very authentic to them, but you can put this on the table and let them do it at their own leisure. My rule for salads, number 1, check that out. All chunky pieces, how chunky that is, and beautiful. I'm gonna take my oil and I go around 1 and 2. And I was pouring it, right? So 2 rounds. I've got my very darling guitar salad servers. I love that gift from my husband. Fun gifts. He knows I love music and love salad. What's your favorite food? Mine's salad and ice cream. Tell me yours. Put it in the comment field. I'd love to hear what your favorite foods are. That's it. I gave it a toss. Now you're like, well, where's the cheese? The cheese is the beautiful part of the salad, right? This is what we're going to go for the authenticity. The cheese in a Greek salad, when you're in Greece, is not just crumpled all over feta. and it's very unlikely that it's cow-based. Usually it's sheep, would be a traditional feta. So if you can find that, you're gonna go for it. And you're gonna go for a block. Now I'm talking authenticity. So when you're serving this salad at a big picnic or party, go ahead and grab like a container of the crumbled feta and just toss it in, because it's gonna give everybody who's serving themselves a chance. When you're serving this at dinner, at the table, you're entertaining, or it's just your family, you will count how many people are using or eating the salad, and you're going to put actual large chunks of feta on there. Watch me as I slice this. This one is traditional Athenos feta. It's square, comes as a square, right? Here we go. Pop it over onto a dry spot on my little cutting block here. I'm gonna switch knives so it doesn't taste like onion. And I'm gonna take a nice 1/2 inch, and I'm gonna assume this salad here is gonna serve 3 of us today, because my husband's business partner is here for lunch. So I've got 3 1/2-inch chunks. I'm gonna place those puppies on the bowl like so. Not done with the dressing. The rest of the dressing is actually dried oregano. I've got organic, it comes from Aldi's. You could grab oregano organic even at Walmart, Trader Joe's, all the good places I like to shop. And we're just gonna sprinkle it very thick on the feta. And it's all about the presentation. Whoopsie, clinking metal. All about the presentation, right? When you're gonna be doing this for a small party. If you brought this to a large picnic and no one knew what was going on, they'd be like, what do I do? But you got yourself a beautiful, authentic Greek salad. This is big, it's gonna serve 3 of us for lunch. No meat here, but I promise you it will be filling, and delicious. So this option would be, you could, if you're serving up people, you crumple it yourself or use the crumpled version, and you would be sprinkling the dried oregano in it and just tossing it throughout so that it has all the elements of what is a real Greek dressing for Greek salad. But whether you like these vegetables or not, I'm sure the people around you would. So I suggest giving this a whirl. Sub out things. If you don't like green pepper, sub it for a sweet pepper. Don't like red onion, sub it for a shallot. Go cherry tomato if you don't like the big ones. That's kind of like my husband. And you will love this. So join me every Wednesday here at noon on Facebook. Enjoy your authentic Greek salad this week. Maybe you'll take it to a party for Labor Day weekend. Please share this on your wall. Tag a friend who you think this could benefit and serve, and have a fantastic Wellness Wednesday. I'm gonna be posting the link to this recipe, a link for you to subscribe to my newsletter where you can get today's recipe and all future recipes, as well as some back-end recipes that have already been used in the past. If you've already subscribed, there is no reason to click the link. It will appear in your inbox when I get that loaded on. So only new subscribers need to click the link. And I wish you a blessed, beautiful Wednesday. And I'll see you next week here in KJ's Kitchen. Happy moms serving up healthy meals. Take care.